Chapter Summaries, 1-4. Published by BibleVise. The Book of Ruth is a short but beautiful story in the Bible, telling the tale of love, loyalty, and faith. These Ruth Chapter Summaries will guide you through the narrative, highlighting the key events and themes that make this book a timeless classic. When you are done reading here, you may also want to check out our complete list of Bible chapter summaries for every book of the Bible. Book of Ruth Summary by Chapter. Chapter 1. Loss and Hardship. The Book of Ruth opens during a time of great hardship in Judah. A famine forces Elimelech, his wife Naomi, and their sons Mahlon and Chilion to leave their Bethlehem home and seek refuge in the land of Moab. While there, all three men tragically die, leaving Naomi alone and vulnerable with her two Moabite daughters-in-law, Ruth and Orpah. Faced with the daunting prospect of starting over, Naomi makes the difficult decision to return to Bethlehem, despite the lingering uncertainty of the famine. Naomi encourages her daughters-in-law to return to their families in Moab, assuring them of a future where they can find new husbands and rebuild their lives. However, Ruth demonstrates unwavering loyalty and love for Naomi, refusing to abandon her mother-in-law in her time of need. She declares her commitment with a powerful vow, stating, "Where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God." Ruth chapter 1 verse 16. This act of selflessness sets the stage for the extraordinary journey of faith and redemption that unfolds in the following chapters. Chapter 2. Ruth's Loyalty and Kindness. Touched by Ruth's unwavering devotion, Naomi agrees to take her back to Bethlehem. Upon arrival, their situation remains precarious. To provide for themselves, Naomi instructs Ruth to follow the ancient custom of gleaning, collecting leftover grain from the fields after the harvest. Ruth ventures out to the fields with a hopeful heart and encounters Boaz, a wealthy landowner and relative of Naomi's deceased husband. Boaz is immediately impressed by Ruth's character and diligence. He instructs his workers to treat her kindly and ensures she has access to enough food and water throughout the day. Boaz's act of kindness towards Ruth foreshadows his crucial role in helping them reclaim their future and secure a place within the community. Furthermore, this chapter highlights the dignity and resourcefulness of women like Ruth who navigate challenging circumstances with faith and resilience. While facing hardship, Ruth maintains a positive attitude and actively seeks solutions to support herself and Naomi, demonstrating the strength and determination that will ultimately shape her destiny. Chapter 3. Ruth seeks provision for Naomi. Concerned about Naomi's future security and well-being, Ruth seeks guidance from her mother-in-law. Following Naomi's instructions, Ruth discreetly ventures to the threshing floor at night, where Boaz is overseeing the winnowing of his barley harvest. As Boaz sleeps, Ruth lays herself down at his feet, symbolically placing herself under his protection and care. This bold act, while unconventional, was a culturally recognized way for a woman to initiate the process of seeking redemption in marriage from a close kinsman. Upon waking and discovering Ruth at his feet, Boaz is initially startled but ultimately impressed by her courage and determination. He commends her loyalty to Naomi and assures her of his desire to help. However, he explains that there is a closer relative who has the first right of redemption according to the law. Despite this setback, Boaz assures Ruth that he will act as her advocate and work towards securing her future and Naomi's inheritance. This chapter underscores the complex social and legal structures of the time, particularly regarding the rights and limitations faced by women like Naomi and Ruth. Additionally, it highlights Boaz's integrity and sense of responsibility, as he prioritizes upholding the law while also seeking a way to support those in need. Chapter 4. Boaz redeems and marries Ruth. Boaz gathers the elders of the city at the gate, a public space where legal matters were often addressed. He presents the case of Ruth and Naomi, explaining their situation and his desire to redeem their land according to his right as a kinsman. However, the closer relative, upon learning of the additional responsibility of marrying Ruth, declines the opportunity. This opens the way for Boaz to fulfill both obligations, redeeming Naomi's land and taking Ruth as his wife. The chapter concludes with a joyful celebration of their marriage. They have a son named Obed, who becomes the grandfather of King David, establishing a significant lineage in the history of Israel. The Book of Ruth concludes with a sense of hope and fulfillment, showcasing the power of faith, loyalty, and perseverance. It emphasizes the importance of community, the value of upholding the law, and the blessings that can arise from unexpected circumstances.